Hello everybody, I want to take a real quick moment in the middle of my workday to show a really cool example of something. Look at the water dripping from this tree. It hasn't rained in many days out here. We're out here clearing some brush for a corn patch, and so I just lopped the branch off of this tree and immediately it started dripping a really steady stream of water. And this is a really cool and really crucial example of something that's critical to making a long-term regenerative and sustainable farm, which is understanding how to store water, especially if you're operating without a lot of money, because this tree didn't cost me a dime, and it's doing the job of tubing and water catchment and gutters and equipment and things I need to maintain. It's doing that. This is a passive water storage device, and that proves it. There's so much water stored within this tree. And the way that applies to your crops is there's many ways to take advantage of that. There's many ways that that water could then be released to your crops. Of course, the roots are storing it and having all sorts of dynamic exchange with other plants in that beneath the soil ecosystem. But also, it's taking that water and converting it into woody mass. And that wood can then be used as the mulch for your garden, or the feed source for your animals, or the base of your compost. There's many ways in which you can take all of that water was stored and transformed into carbon, basically, and you can use that in a billion different ways on your farm, building materials and everything else. So it's grabbing the water as it goes by, and it's so important to understand this because we can take advantage of this and really enhance this effect. We can dig our swales on contour level against the land, and that sinks all of the water, the rainwater coming down, it sinks it into your ground instead of letting it pass by your property. That's energy and you want to keep it. So you sink that into the ground. These guys do a great job of grabbing it up, and you've stored that water on your land that would have otherwise dissipated. This is why trees are so critical in pretty much any farm ecosystem that I can think of. So don't shy away from those fruit trees. I know a lot of us don't think we're at our permanent place. You know, we may have visions of a future homestead, but it's no reason not to plant your fruit and nut trees and shrubs right now, because, you know, even if you move next year, you can still take cuttings off of that and get a dozen trees where you got one. So it's always a good investment, especially as things become scarce, and it's really critical to get those high-value trees on your land while you still can. Especially right now as they start hitting the big box stores. It's a great time to go out and round them up and just get them on site. So just a reminder, trees are sponges, sticks are sponges. Irrigation equipment is expensive, trees are free. Hopefully that's a valuable lesson for everybody. I know it was for me. It's really cool to see that illustrated. All right, everyone, in the meantime, stay safe, be well, and happy homesteading.